Well, hi Leos, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. Let's find out what Leos can expect coming up in their lives for Leos. Any advice is always welcome. Leos. It's a fire sign, Leo. That's what you are. Or Leos. Wow, got a lot of cards. Let's see what we have. In the same order that they came out of the deck, I shall lay them down. Ooh, the overall energy is the Eight of Swords. That's a card of illusion, of feeling trapped. An illusion, though. You can get out of it. You can walk. You can talk. We almost have all the cards we need for the second part of the reading. So the Eight of Swords surrounds your entire reading. Are you feeling trapped? Are you feeling bound by something? If you are, and this is your reading, you can get out of it. You're not really trapped. All the swords of truth and clarity are all the way around you. But you're blindfolded and you just don't see, you just don't get it, you just don't understand what's going on yet. So you're feeling trapped. Your feet are free, your mouth is free, you can talk and you can walk. So it is a card of illusion of feeling trapped. Now that surrounds this reading. Let's find out what's in your highest energy, and that is the Page of Swords. So you're on guard. These are the two strongest energies in the entire reading. So it feels like you're coming out of this Eight of Swords. You've been in it for a while. But now you're on guard and you're very much aware of truth and clarity. And you're actually seeking truth and clarity with this Page of Swords in self-defense. It's like you're not swinging the sword like all over the place, but you are definitely looking for truth and clarity as you move forward. And you will swing that sword if you have to. So let me finish reading, and let's find out why these two cards are the strongest energies in your reading, Leos. Right next to the Page of Swords, I have the Queen of Pentacles. This is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. All the kings and queens are very mature-minded, and also they're all male or female. So what you're doing here is you're looking at the pentacle, the second biggest pentacle in the whole deck. And you're focusing on your future. And you're also looking at the pentacle as if it's a crystal ball. And you're trying to figure out how, you need a stable and secure life. I feel like this Eight of Swords, you weren't feeling stable and secure, but you were not dealing with it for whatever reasons and hoping that things might work out on their own. But you are very focused on a committed, solid, stable, and grounded life and or relationship. I have the Two of Cups next to the Queen of Pentacles. This is a soulmate card. I think whoever has been in your life here is a soulmate, definitely. But this is friends with love. This can be friends with benefits, or it could be just the beginnings of a real relationship with someone who has been a loving friend. So let me just keep reading here. I have the King of Cups under the Page of Swords. Again, mature energy. King of Cups. Cups are water, so this would be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you have a huge cup of love. Look at that. You got a huge cup, but you're not reaching out with it. You're holding it close. There's something going on here. I feel like this is a friend / possible lover. I got the reason I say that, I have the Knight of Cups. And this is next to the Eight of Swords and under the Two of Cups. I feel like the other person, they want more than what you were expecting. And you're not sure how to deal with this, is what I think. And so now your sword goes up, and you're like, uh-oh, I better pay attention to some things here. And you don't know if you want to hand out your cup of love. Not this big cup, This little cup is fine, you know, and they are a soulmate and they're a good friend if this is your reading. If this reading that is not resonating with you, it's not your reading. These are general readings. So I would check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from somebody that you trust. So an offer's coming in, and they're sincere when they come in with this offer, okay? Like, let's get to know each other better, or, you know, I've never got your phone number, can I have it now? Or just something, you know, something they want to get to know you better. And you're a little hesitant on that. And I think that you're kind of like, God, can they really be somebody from the future? Or, you know, are they grounded enough? It kind of feels like it kind of throws you a little bit here. I do have the Justice card under the King of Cups. So yeah, you're well balanced. You're a well balanced person. It's like you know what you want. You have your sword out and self-protection. I don't think you expected this. And it's just kind of like it's a difficult thing to deal with. I don't think you saw it coming when you should have seen it coming. Okay? Right next to the Justice card is the card for Libra. So Libra could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. Now next to the Justice card is the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is under the Eight of Swords. This is the cups of love, an equal exchange, sunshine, rainbows. There's union between two people. There's children dancing. It's very joyful. There's a lot of love in this card. So you're holding out for that right person to move forward with that is very grounded and also has all the love that you can share with each other. But you're staying balanced. You're not you don't let your emotions get away with you. You are really checking things out before you move forward. I got the King of Pentacles right next to the Knight of Cups and under the Knight of Cups. Wow, this person is a soulmate. This person's getting to be a little bit stronger of a soulmate now. In this reading, I have the King and Queen. That's a soulmate couple, okay? Remember, both male or female, mature thinking. They have a pentacle. They're also looking at pentacles. They want somebody to spend the rest of their life with. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Might be strong in your chart or their chart. But this is definitely, when they come in with this offer, they do have a pentacle. Let's see where this goes. They're not, they're very sincere when they come in. And I think you just did not see it coming when you should have. It's like you just weren't, paying attention to what was happening with this friend. I think it was a friend to start with. One more card for this reading. Leos, please. There it is right there. Okay. So I have the Page of Wands next to the Two of Cups. Yeah, there's something, it's brewing. You need to talk about something. Something's brewing from the bottom of your feet, and it will come out your mouth. And it is about a fresh start and new beginning. So it is about this offer that you need to talk about. We got the Page of Wands, you're facing the Sun. My favorite card. This is the card for fresh starts and new beginnings, but there's a lot of love and a lot of joy associated with this card. So this is what you want to talk about. This is what they're offering. This is what they want to do. And you need to talk about it. I have the Tower card on the other side of the Sun. So there has been some sort of Tower moment going on here. Let me look at these cards because this is right above the Seven of Swords. I think you might have been in a relationship with this person before. And you remained friends, and now they want to be back in a relationship with you. That's what it feels like. I have the King of Wands under the Page of Wands and right next to the Knight of Cups. The King of Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Leo. This is your card. And one of those signs could be strong in someone else's chart. And actually the Sun can also be Leo. But you're holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings again, just like you are with the Page of Wands, with one hand, and the other hand's on your hip. So you are taking this offer seriously. I just don't think you saw it coming. And you're thinking about, there's things you need to say, things that, are brewing that need to come out. And before you can actually decide whether you want to get up and try to move forward with this person. One of those things is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is right next to the King of Wands. This can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn also. That might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But the Knight of Pentacles is very, very slow moving energy. It looks like the horse is just standing there, but one foot is barely in front of the other one. It's moving very slowly. This might have been part of the problem before, because it's bringing a pentacle. That is security, stability, groundedness, commitment. That's what you're looking at. That's what you want. Now, when they come in, they're actually willing. They have a pentacle now, okay? They have the pentacle. And if this works out, they will be willing to share it with you. And that's what you were hoping for before. And the last time that the two of you were together. That's why I was kind of like, what's going on here? So if this is your reading, you were together once, you remain friends, and they want to get together again. It's like they're ready to move forward seriously this time. There's the Seven of Swords, right next to the Knight of Pentacles and under the Tower. They were hiding things before. This is something you want to talk to them about. They weren't being truthful. A little deceitful. Maybe not talking about, or letting you believe that they were in this relationship all the way when they weren't, or whatever it might be. It might have been rumors, too, with this card. So this is right under the Tower card. This is what blew up the relationship, was their non-actions. It feels more like non-actions than actions, but there might have been actions and non-actions, and it just, time went by, you stayed friends, and wow. I have the Nine of Pentacles under the King of Wands and next to the King of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, I think you were both single for quite a while. I think they started building pentacles. Maybe they didn't even have a job before. They do now. And they're a lot more stable and a lot more grounded now, as you always were, okay, in the beginning. So they're more self-confident. You were always self-confident. And I think they're ready. I think they're in a good place in their life to move forward. I think they have an apology that's going to come up. I have the Page of Cups next to the Nine of Pentacles and under the Knight of Pentacles. I think they're going to apologize for their previous actions in the relationship that you had before you went back to being friends or stayed friends. I don't know if you were friends before that. But that's part of, you're going to say some things and they're going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. I was too immature. And that's the truth if this is your reading. The Page is a very young energy. Matter of fact, they just didn't have the room for love. They were too young and not grounded. And there's a Fish in the Cup. So this can be a card for Pisces. So Pisces might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. So they're going to apologize for past mistakes, past, things that happened. And this is going to really help put an end to all the pain that you went through previously with them. I feel like once this things come out into the open, I feel like you just don't see this coming, and it comes in, and you got this huge cup, and I think you always loved them. I don't think you always lost the love if this is your reading. It's just that it didn't work out, but you always loved them, and now they want to start fresh. This is really putting an end to a lot of pain and anything else that happened. All these sorts of truth and clarity that you're gonna ask for answers, and you're gonna get them. I think you're moving forward. I really, really do. Looking at this reading, if this is your reading. Okay, let's take out an angel card. Okay, I can get these shuffling. Find out what else it is that you need to know from your guardian angels and spirit guides. Leos, please. Or Leos. There's definitely some things you need to get cleared up or out in the open before you'll move forward with, but you're definitely seriously considering trying again. With that King of Wands looking right at that Knight of Cups, definitely. They are a soulmate, and they do have a pentacle now. Okay, let's see what your guardian angels and spirit guides have to say. They do not have to do with this reading. It's the messenger of abundance. Now I'm going to read this card to you. Wonderful news regarding your career. A new job, a promotion, or acceptance into an excellent school comes into your life. You might feel ready to do something that's challenging and fulfilling. This situation involves someone who's fun to be around and sometimes mischievous. This person, who may be you, is youthful, optimistic, and very clever. So that sounds like a separate message. So Leos, this was your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.